Always a team that makes a flashy entrance when they're on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up on the court. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Albuquerque. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Good evening to you.
What a resume. A tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. Wagner is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Davis. Then there's Lowry. And it's McCollum in at shooting guard. And for the Stars, Horford is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. McCollum, no good. Caldwell Pope outside. And it's blocked. Passes to McCollum. Over Rozier. McCollum, no good. Now, here's Rozier. The pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Wagner. And it's Vucevic missing. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And, Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
And here is Rozier, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Rozier against Davis. Here's Vucevic. Second chance shot. Good on the shot.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Lowry passes to Davis. Back to Lowry. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Rozier. Here's Horford. Off the left rim and out.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And the basket by Lowry.
Crafty play from Kyle Lowry in the paint, getting by the defense into his shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Pass to Rozier. Vucevic with it. Over Davis. That shot, no good. And Albuquerque the other way now.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Loads it up for Davis. Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a sitter who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Vucevic. Markkanen comes in for Al Horford. And Hart subbed in for Terry Rozier. Albuquerque making some changes. Plumlee is checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Eric Paschall in for Isaac. Now, here's Wagner. McCollum outside. Over Hart. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 now.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
Plumlee against Poeltl. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is hammered home.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
It's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They trail by 7.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you can see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Yep, it counts.
And we're seeing a little more of this from KCP, working that in-between area, trying to improve his efficiency.
Now, here's Wagner. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Paschall. Shoots over Markkanen. Another shot. The Stars with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Albuquerque this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here he goes. Wagner, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Paschall against Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lowry. And the basket by McCollum.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Markkanen. Caldwell Pope against Paschall. It's deflected. And here's McCollum. Three seconds left. He can't get that one to fall. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Albuquerque. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. And Kyle Lowry, always one of the league's leaders in charges drawn.
It's a real life momentum shift.
And for Lowry, all of 6 feet tall to absorb those collisions, sacrificing his body, it shows what he's all about.
And like he said, whatever it takes to win, that pit bull mentality, and he's got the strength to weather the physicality.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And so in the game for Albuquerque, they've got Wagner. Alec Burks is out there with Malik Monk. Then it's Eric Paschall. And it's Eubanks in at the center. Takes it inside, and then Monk with the jam.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Now Monk passes it to Burks. Driving in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
Free throw good, Burks.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid two-guard who can really light it up.
And some changes here for the Stars. Al Horford is checked in for Purdy, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Lowry Markkanen. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Albuquerque. Isaac comes in for Wagner. And Burks hits 2 free throws. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Davis against Rozier. Here's Horford. That shot off the mark. And Albuquerque the other way now. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. The Stars trail by 12.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And you got to love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Here's Rozier. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now, here's Hart. Monk defending. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Burks. Goes back up. And the layup is good. And Albuquerque leads by 15.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The pass to Isaac. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to Monk. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Isaac kicks to Burks. A minute 42 left here in the second. Here's Eubanks. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Stars trail by 15. Rozier finds Hart. Trying to end the drought. Rebounded by Isaac. Albuquerque leading by 15. kicks to Davis. They double him with Payne. Here's Isaac. Albuquerque again can't hit it. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Rozier. 32 seconds left now here in the second. Out to Payne for the three. Monk grabs the board.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bounce pass from Burks. Here's Davis. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Albuquerque finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Ken.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
Looking at the stars, Shaq, your thoughts?
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. They can't create for themselves in the second half. Things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks.
That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
I've got Vucevic. Terry Rozier is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Horford in at the power forward. That's the Stars' 5. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Wagner from outside off the mark. The Stars trail by 15. Caldwell-Pope passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And Albuquerque making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Davis. No good that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. They get it again. Horford trying to free himself up.
This is what AD gives you at that end. He's made the all-defensive first team multiple times.
Wagner kicks to McCollum. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the try. Count it.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
McCollum against Rozier. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Davis. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And you see the team-first mentality of Anthony Davis, wanting to involve his teammates.
they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Los Angeles. Markkanen comes in for Terry Rozier. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Back to Lowry. Pass to Wagner. And here's Pascal. Plumlee dishes to McCollum. Rebound by the Stars. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Albuquerque leading by 15. Pascal with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pascal, the pass to Lowry. A shot missing. Now the Stars take it the other way. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good D by McCollum.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. So for the Stars, Marcus Morris comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Josh Hart in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Albuquerque making some changes. Malik Monk comes in for Wagner. And it's Burks in for McCollum. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
This is what Shea excels at, navigating shot blockers in the paint and finishing.
Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Hart.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
He's guarded by Plumlee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebounds.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Albuquerque.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And he makes the first. Eubanks, he's checked in for Albuquerque. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Eric Pascal. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:44 left to play here in the third. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Hart. 1:19 left to play in the third. Lets it go from 11. Up again. Here's Poeltl. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And Poeltl using his frame well, drawing the defense into him on his shot.
And for Poeltl, the stats don't tell the whole story. Steve, he just does whatever he can to help his team.
He's a good screener, solid defender, runs the floor, and you can't teach his size.
That free throw, no good.
What you love about Jacoperto is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Cameron Payne's checked in for the Stars. So he comes up empty, missing both. And Markkanen throws it down.
For a stretch four who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
There's the pass to Monk. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times. Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Lowry drives in, makes it off the glass. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That pick and roll is where Kyle Lowry shines. The defense left with only bad choices.
Here's Payne. Rebound by Albuquerque. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the right iron. Outside, Markkanen. Burks pulls it in.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that, he is tough to stop.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Albuquerque leads by 19. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Okay, just one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for Albuquerque, they've got Jonathan Isaac. Lowry out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Monk in at the three.
Blazing first step of Burks, enabling him to leave the defense in his wake.
Here's Rozier, and Davis sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Vucevic check in for the Stars. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Markkanen.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Horford against Isaac. Caldwell-Pope outside. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles
Anthony
continue.
Davis.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Rozier against Lowry. Good work defensively by Lowry.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences. Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground, textbook, old school rebounding.
Rozier, the pass to Vucevic. Positions aren't as easily defined, Smitty, as they used to be in the NBA. Most players have to play a number of roles now.
That's totally true, Kevin. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you are. Teams want guards who can crash the boards and big men who can dish it out.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Stars. Albuquerque making some changes. Wagner comes in for Monk, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Kyle Lowry. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Isaac kicks to McCollum. He dishes it to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's the floater. And it's good on the way in.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
To the middle. And it's Rozier that time on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Davis against Vucevic. Davis drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Vucevic.
This is what AD is actually trying to do. Bake the defense, draw fouls, and he's thinking get himself to the line.
For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen, but last year it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? They had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record.
Plumlee is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And both free throws good for Davis.
A lot can be said about Davis's value on the offensive end, but never forget he's a standout defender as well. No small feat to be a multiple-time NBA blocks leader.
Rozier the pass to Vucevic. And it's good for 2.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. And so Horford will bring it up for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Horford in the post. He's guarded by McCollum. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
And an area that's often underappreciated for Horford, he's a fantastic passer.
Nothing flashy. Great vision in the post or at the top of the key. And he just keeps it moving and finds the open man.
And so here's Albuquerque. Down low, here's Plumlee, and it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor, Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Caldwell Pope finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Plumlee against Horford. Here's Vucevic. Offensive rebound. And Davis sends it back. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Burks. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McCollum. Over Horford. Albuquerque again can't hit it. The Stars trail by 18.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. McCollum with the ball. 1:27 left in the fourth. Burks the pass to McCollum. Over Rozier. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Albuquerque.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit
for Davis.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Burks against Gilgeous Alexander. Outside for Caldwell Pope. No good. And so here's Albuquerque. Now here's McCollum. And so Albuquerque takes the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks, Barry.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time